Hi, Cancer. This is my first live reading. Thank you and welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy this reading. We'll do a quick sage and a quick smudge like we usually do for the reading. One moment, please. Here we go. Thank you. Some sage and some flower petals to cleanse the space. 3 chimes to bring in positive energy. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Cancer. What would we like Cancer to know or to be aware of for or during this reading? Cancer, if this is your first time tuning in, do remember it is a general reading. Some of this reading may resonate with you. Some of this reading may not. Thank you, Spirit. You take what is meant for you and leave the rest. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Cancer. What would we like Cancer to know or to be aware of during or for this meeting? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for Cancer. Cancer, if this is your first time tuning in, a little bit about the layout of this reading. When we look at this first row, we are going to be looking at your work life, your home life, your professional life. And this second row is your private life, your personal life, and the energy that is surrounding you there. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Cancer. And this final row, this third row, will be final thoughts, final messages, final takeaways. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Cancer. What would we like Cancer to know or to be aware of during or for this meeting, this reading? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for Cancer. Thank you, Spirit. One more card for Cancer. Oh, and I love that. 3 of Cups, gathering, celebrations, togetherness. And the foundation, the basis of your reading is the Queen of Wands. Trusting our intuition, trusting our inner knowledge. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of, well, look at that. Oh, isn't that all messed up? Let's see here. Thank you. Let's see if we can get this tilted or organized differently. Thought I had that taken care of. Thought I had that. Yes, I do tarot readings. This is my first live reading. If you view my channel, you'll be able to see some of my other readings, and I was wanting to keep the orientation quite the same, and I thought that I had adjusted that in the settings, but it did not adjust quite like I would like to. But thank you for the questions. And thank you for your patience here. There we go. So that's not quite how I envisioned it, but if we did everything perfectly the first time, there would be no need for us to practice. Hi, Timothy. Thank you for tuning in. This is my first live reading. I do want to thank you for stopping by and watching me flounder quite gracefully. If you view my channel or tune into my channel, you'll see the basic foundation of my reading, which was what I was wanting to keep today. But it does not look like we will be able to do that, but I think we'll still be able to get the gist of the reading. If you do have any questions during the reading, just go ahead and write those in the comment box and I will try to answer them. Hopefully I'll get to some of those, but I don't know if I'll be able to get to all of those. Again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. Yeah, I did put it on the horizontal before I started my reading, and then when I went live, it went back to the vertical for some reason. I'll have to revisit my thought process on that after this reading. The basis, the foundation of this reading is the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands really speaks to trusting our intuition, trusting our inner knowledge, our inner wisdom, and sitting well on the throne and following our passions and our heart's desires. And that is forced or pushed by the Six of Wands. A lot of passion, a lot of fire, a lot of good positive energy in your reading this evening, Cancer. So the Six of Wands is the victory card. The victory card of winning the admiration of the crowd. And let's see how that plays into the rest of your reading this week, Cancer. And we start off with the Six of Cups, which is fond memories, memories of the past, fondness, good memories of the past. And that is followed by the Nine of Pentacles. I like to call the Nine of Pentacles the pre-manifestation, the getting ready to be ready, the gathering of everything that we need to manifest what we would like to manifest. And the Two of Cups, which speaks to partnerships, working relationships, since we see that in the top row. And the Sun card. The Sun card is the warmest card in the deck, the happiest card in the deck, the celebration. I think that there is someone in your past, in your public or your professional life that is wanting to control a project, wanting to control a situation. Usually Cancers are really notorious for being BS detectors, and they are really a no-nonsense kind of personality, a sign. And so I believe you know who this person is that is wanting to control the situation, wanting to take over the situation. Okay, thank you. Wanting to control the situation. Someone has a need to have total control over a project or a situation. And this is causing conflict. Instead of the project taking on the energy of let's work together, it's let's one up. There's almost like, instead of working together as a team, the project has taking on the energy of there needs to be a winner and a loser. It's like we can do this. If we do not do this a certain way, or if we do not do this a certain way, we will not be able to, it's almost, there's a competition within the team. There's a competition within this project. And so instead of working together as a team, you're working together as competitors. That this project, this situation is taking on the energy of winner and loser and not the team energy. But I think that we have the Sun card here because there is a gift here for you. There's a gift in this project. And the gift is that you do not need to compete, or you do not need to fight for control. If you step back and let the situation work itself out, the rest of the team, or the team, will begin to work together as a team. Do not let this conflict affect your peace. And then in your home life, in your private life, we have the Queen of Pentacles, a deep appreciation, a deep gratitude. The Nine of Swords, stress, sleepless nights. And another gift, a tangible gift, and the Strength card. Look at you go. Someone close to you, or those closest to you, are having a difficult time understanding your mindset, or understanding where you're coming from. It's not that they're not wanting to be supportive, or that they don't want to be supportive. It's just that they do not understand. Cancer, remember, we each come to our own understanding in our own good time. There's a balance that is needed here. That balance is letting you know it's time to pay attention to things that are important to them. It's time to pay attention to things that are important to them. Perhaps you're working on something, or you've taken on the mindset of tunnel vision. You're so focused on what it is that you're wanting to accomplish that those around you are not understanding that. And someone close to you in your private life, in your personal life, is needing you to understand them. Someone in your private life is experiencing stress and experiencing sleepless nights. And they have a facade on. It's like they're not showing that to you. They're not demonstrating that to you. And I don't know if you're not seeing it because of what you have going on or what you are working on, but it's just asking that you look at the finer details, look underneath the surface of what they're presenting to you. And then we have final thoughts, final messages. The Empress card, which is the manifestation, the ultimate manifestation, being in the space to be able to create what it is that you would like to create. The Star card, creating something from nothing, really using our spiritual, our inner wisdom to create what it is that we would like to create. The Tower card, a sudden change, a shift from either the spiritual to the physical or the physical to the spiritual. And the celebration of the harvest, coming together with those that are closest to you. When we see the Tower card, we can also really look at a state, these three cards, of deep soul searching and trying to find ways to incorporate your gifts and your talents to better serve those around you. Be mindful not to cut yourself off from loved ones at this time of manifestation, Cancer. You always have, always trust your instinct. Always trust your inner knowing. You are ready to take things to the next level, and you are in the energy of manifestations. And that is the message.